Okay, I need not yelling to happen. Okay, we need to stop hitting things. No, we need to stop hitting things. Because you're picking up on my mic. You need to stop. You all need to stop. You need to stop. No, not too much of you. This is using a really small mic. Hello, hello, hello. Can anyone hear me out there? If there's anybody out there, if someone wants to drop a comment in chat to let me know that they can hear me all right, that'd be great. Let me know if I'm too loud. Let me know if I'm too quiet. In chat, let me know that they can hear me all right. That'd be great. Let me know if I'm too loud, too quiet. I just pull myself up and it doesn't sound so bad. But hey, I'll have it up the whole time, so if you gotta drop me a message, hit me up in chat, and I will absolutely see it. So, hey everyone, welcome today to a very special first Games Done Slow and Bad Live, where we're gonna do games slowly, and most often badly. Today I'm bringing you something a little bit different from what we would ordinarily be running. Ordinarily, over the pull some lore-heavy content, drop it on the channel, some old cartridge games that are just generally fun little gems that are out there. Today, instead of that, we're going to be doing some Breath of the Wild. Now, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of playthroughs of Breath of the Wild currently on YouTube. So what we're going to do is a little bit different today, is we are going to do a bingo card. The bingo card is showing up on the screen right now. So, bingo. Right, we've all played it. The general concept is to complete 5 in a row. I've made this really ghetto randomizer in Excel and used it to create this card. For whatever reason, it really wants me to kill certain enemies a lot. We're going to attempt to clear one of these. Now, when I said Blizzrobes, I should have written Wizards. I'm not necessarily going to trek up to get just the Blizzrobes. So when we want to clear one of these rows, if we can clear a whole row, we'll consider it a victory. We're not just going to do the bingo card, though. We are going to go through and enjoy some of the game proper. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump in, and if I see anyone jump into chat, I will stop and welcome you if you drop a comment. So I have, for the sake of speeding this up, already gone and gotten the paraglider. For those of you who have played this game, you have gone and gotten the paraglider, and those quests are not that interesting. If you've seen any Let's Play video games, I guarantee you've already seen this because, you know, this is sort of launch day content. So, what are we going to do? Generally, we're going to be running through here completing the actual game, but in between playing the actual game, we're going to complete some items on the bingo card. So, I'm thinking about doing the top dead middle row. The N column. Get 4 shields, clear central tower area, kill 5 Wizrobes, and clear 1 near Hebara Tower. I also have, just for the sake of honesty and openness, a map up of the world of Hyrule here. So I have a little bit of a cheat sheet going on for how I want to plan this out in particular. I will say that this is a little bit different than my general live stream or my general recording session, in that I don't generally go in with any sort of underlying concept of what I'd like to do. I generally just run through and knock out some content, do something fun, show you some games. This is a little bit of a change of pace for me. So what I'm thinking is we'll pop out to clear 1 near the central tower area over here in this general location, and from there we will proceed on to do some actual main game content, concluding with the finishing of our bingo card. Alright, so for those of you who have not played this game, Breath of the Wild was one of the early Switch titles, critically acclaimed title, and now we're in Hyrule Kingdom proper. The game is every bit as good as every other sort of open world slasher adventure out there. With the added benefit of the thematics of the Zelda universe, there are a lot of commonalities here between this game and a number of other Zelda games out there, which is kind of neat. We are going to attempt to grab one of these horses because I don't have the level of patience that allows me to continue on foot. We're going to try not to get that guy angry because that's just going to ruin our day. Come on, horses. 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 Yes! Alright, what's the comm button? Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. I didn't want to do that. I don't know my right from my left. That's a problem. So this is my first time playing anything substantial on the Pro Controller. I actually just recently got a Pro Controller, so this is a bit of a new adventure for me in that respect. I want this club. Alright, that's a nice start. Alright, so now we have a method of getting around a little less painfully. This is something I've learned to do as I play the game. Come on. Because after a while of playing this game, getting between point A and point B without just spamming fast travel gets incredibly frustrating. So again, if someone jumps in, if you could let me know if the audio is on point or not. I have a dedicated headset on with a microphone. I'll be switching to a actual dedicated microphone and throwing on a headset. Basically, I record through an HTML box, and if you don't know what that is, a company called Cloners Alliance, I believe it is, makes this box that allows you to plug in an HDMI or really any input, and from that you are able to record fairly effortlessly. So this allows me to record classic content with little to no effort on my part. So if you yourself would like to record your gameplay on any system at that point, it's a great way to go. It also allows me, by hooking up the computer, to do these live streams. Ordinarily, if you're running OBS and you're doing it with a PC game, that's not tremendously difficult. But if you're trying to record console content, that can become tricky. I see one person watching now, according to the stream. I'm just curious if that's counting me, in which case it's 0 people. Until I say womp womp. Alright, yep. Thank you, Mr. Horse. Alright. So I would, in an ideal state, like to do this for somewhere between an hour and 2 hours. So that's sort of the end goal here. I am Yam Yatak. In the name of the goddess Halia, I offer this trial. Alright. So we got this ball. I'm guessing this is one of the... Can this be a target of stasis? That it can. I guess that goes out. Nope. No good. Oh, there we go. Pictures of stasis in there. Ready, set, go. Stasis next. Let's recharge. guardian. Of course, what do I have? Oh god, there's 2 of them! Oh god! I've made terrible life choices. Go, 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 go. God, I made terrible life choices. Can they get me? I don't think they can figure out how to get me. Okay. This is actually... could be a lot worse. Can they not go far? Oh, yeah, no. They can still do the I-beam attack. Yep. And there's our first death of the day. Okay. So we know now that we need to throw a bomb around that corner. And perhaps use some other abilities to build at least a little bit of a shield for myself. Trial of power. So for those of you unfamiliar with the game, or just generally new to Zelda in general, the general flow of dungeons has always really been a number of puzzles sort of strung together. So, you know, the earliest games always had some sort of puzzle, some sort of hidden wall, some sort of thing you needed to deduce. This is absolutely no different. The sole difference, I would say, is that... Come on. You're obviously going into a new generation of consoles. Yep. And as such, you have some definite quality differences in terms of... Aha! Okay. We can make this through now because we have a shield. Can we get a bomb across? Can't really get a bomb across. No. That would have been a little bit too exploitative, I guess. Yep. Get one. Go. Get the bomb arrow shot on this guy, then we'll be in good shape. And if I do have one complaint about this game, which it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but if I have one legitimate complaint about it, it is that the game is very grindy. And once you hit a certain point with good enough armor, the game gets very simplistic, but you spend a lot of time being fairly inept in this game. Okay, so that is an amazing early get. With that, we are able to really make some serious inroads here. Yep. Go. Yep, so again, a lot of the puzzles are physics based. I definitely don't want to waste this. Now, right, 50 damage, 6 damage. I'm gonna go to 6, but good lord, that's what I should be rolling into this dungeon with. I have really nothing going on, which I think is inherently going to be part of why this run will be fun. One, I'm hoping that people will actually watch it, which is obviously always my hope, and that people enjoy it, and that maybe it spurs you to, you know, play a little bit yourself, if you haven't already. Two, I'd like to do something different from the general public, what everyone else has sort of done while streaming. Oh, this is going to be an excellent capital infusion of items. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yeah, so hopefully this is something that gets some eyes on it. People enjoy it. I'll keep doing it. Nope, 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 no, 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 no. Alright, so that's the end of the bomb arrow train. So we'll use this to take them out the old-fashioned way. Alright, so a mechanism that this game added is crafting, which previously not a huge part of Zelda games. Alright, Guardian Spear. There's Traveler Spear, pick up this Guardian Spear. So, crafting is a huge part of this game. If you've seen a lot of comics about this game, you'll see a lot of references to, like, please hold still while I eat all this meat. And that is the thing. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button all over the place. Go! Okay, I'm one shot away from death, and I don't really want to die again in the first dungeon we do, because that's kind of embarrassing. Nice, my boat broke. So, that's another aspect of this game that previously has not existed. Your weaponry degrades over time, and the pace that it degrades is pretty staggering. It makes you really question what sort of amateur hour was going on as people built these items. Both your weapons, your bows, and your shields will degrade, and that is just incredibly frustrating. Now, what it does make you do is rely on a number of different items to get through. You can't just be like, I have the Master Sword, comma, the end, as you have historically in Zelda games. So again, sort of pros and cons to that, I guess. Alright. Alright, that seemed a little sketchy, but okay, I'll take it. I bet you there's something hidden over there. We'll take a look at that later. Oh, this one of those horrifically infuriating tilt things. Oh, I hope not. God, people are like watching this for the first time and they're like, huh, you're pathetic. No, not pathetic. Just, you know, some degree of struggle. Ready? Boom! Okay. Boom! So for those of you playing at home, these are physics-based. So ordinarily when you have the Switch in your hand, it is based on the gyro inside the Switch. So I have to take my Pro Controller and whip it around like an idiot in the middle of my computer room by myself, which is great. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick check. I haven't seen anything pop up in chat. That the audio is okay. I would look for that. Perfect. I don't sound echoey. I don't sound like a robot. I don't sound terrible. I can actually hear myself. Life is good. So, yeah, hopefully everyone enjoys this. I feel like it should be a little bit different than sort of the... Okay, here we go. What do I do? Alright. Okay. Looks like this is. So that will not work. We're gonna step on it as it's falling down. So let's do this. There we go. Yeah, so one thing about this game, in addition to the reasonably constant barrage of, having to eat, having to pick up new items, and new weapons, is, you can get through the game. Look at that, 100 rupees already. That's wonderful. You can get through the game putting sort of minimal effort in. You can sort of blitz the end of the game, and everything's going to be okay. It's not going to necessarily punish you for that. And actually, unlike other Zelda games, it actually gives you a little more flexibility in that regard. You did not necessarily need to complete every single boss dungeon to get to the end, which is actually a huge departure, because generally they're very linear. Even the first game, which gets a lot of love for being, you know, as open world as games used to be, even that made you complete a lot of different things to get to the end goal. You really, unless you're playing like a randomizer and it's sort of bastardizing the game logic, then yeah, you sort of were just locked in. I mean, it didn't necessarily spoon feed you like some games do today, but yeah. All right, so this is the end of a shrine. They all look pretty much the same. This is the actual shrine. As you can see, there's really no cheating in the development of this game. You can see sort of everything going on. It's just sort of neat. Alright, in the name of the goddess highly, I bestow on you this spirit orb. So spirit orbs in this game are sort of a substitute for heart pieces in previous Zelda games. You are able to turn in 4 of these for an increase to stamina, which allows you to swim and climb, and use the paraglider longer, or hearts. Because I am a staggeringly amazing noob, I will be blitzing hearts, because I will go and get the Master Sword, which, you know, for those of you who are familiar with Zelda games, that's an item that's very familiar to you. It's not the same. So in past games, this is the pinnacle. This is the item, with the exception of perhaps Bigoron's blade. The Master Sword is the single item that you are going for. This is a side quest from, I believe, the expansions. I actually just bought the expansions to play this Let's Play, because it kind of felt silly to not have the expansions on. We're going to take a look at our bingo card really quick. We have fulfilled the Clear 1 Shrine near Central Tower. We need to find 4 shields, we need to find 5 whiz robes and kill them, and we need to clear 1 shrine near Hebra Tower, which is in the top portion of the game. So we will, what's the Xenoblades 2? Yeah, whatever. So you might be saying, Jared, why aren't you going to that teleport tower over there? It'll get you. Yeah, those guardians over there, they will wreck me. I make no bones throughout the entirety of my gameplay that I'm not very good. This is more of the same. I'm not very good. I know I'm not very good. As such, I'm not going to do things that... Good lord. There's a lot of stuff going on. Come on. Come on, horsey. So I assume the Xenoblade thing comes up because it realizes that I just purchased that game. Actually, just today. that is one that I have never played even 1% of a Xenoblade game. There's a Guardian. We're gonna steer clear of that guy. That guy can live, and we're gonna let him live. We're gonna live and let live. It's gonna be great. Yeah, Xenoblade looks like something I could see on the channel. I've been looking towards diversifying a little bit. I still want to play games that are sort of interesting and lore heavy, that aren't just your simple hack slash. Although I'm sure at some point a fun run of hack slashers will occur. Xenoblade could definitely make the cut. I'm actually looking for additional things to play. You know, RimWorld will go so far, and then it will stop. We are at a really cool point, I think. I've recorded a few episodes above and beyond, I think, what people have seen. And I think it's going to get pretty neat here in the not-too-distant future. You know, there'll be some stuff going on that I think will be pretty cool. That being said... I'm gonna always probably grab the... Is that like herd of bats going to come and bite my face? I think it might be okay for right now. Go to the shrine. We'll always grab the shrines if we see them. No matter how hard they are, we're gonna at least make an attempt. Yeah, so Xenoblade definitely looks like an interesting game that I can see on the channel as a blind Let's Play, a blind fun run, something like that. RimWorld will play out. I might do another, you know, season after the first one. RimWorld, for those of you who have played it, is one of those things where you will play it until you /rage quit, when every one of your guys gets wiped out by like an attack of foxes, like Arctic foxes in a non-Arctic environment. There's like, I want to back up that. Boop. Yep. Okay. So again, here's the game. Here's the game asking you to use some degree of common sense to figure out what you're supposed to do, rather than giving you a spoon and feeding it to you. Oh, that's restack it. Yeah, so we'll do RimWorld until it's done. Illusions of Gaia, we're like maybe 50%, a little under 50% of the way through the game. I feel like it speeds up exponentially at this point. Yeah, if there's something you guys want to see, I would love to hear about it. Because I think it's one of those... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it's one of those things where I can, you know, come up with something I would like to show on the channel, but if literally no one wants to see it, there's sort of no point in me doing it. And oh well. There will definitely be times where I play games that I know you guys honestly don't care about. Like, I'm fairly certain at this point that Illusions of Gaia is a game that literally nobody in the world cares about except for me. And I am totally okay with that. Like, I am fine with the fact that nobody wants to see that game except me. I'm absolutely okay. But we're going to finish it, and we're going to move on to something else. And I never want to have sort of two games that no one wants to see on at once. Now I have chat up. It says that there's nobody new on the stream. Assuming someone joins in, I'd love to hear from them, so I'm going to keep putting that out there as we go through. We are playing Breath of the Wild Bingo. We have a bingo card of items, or a bingo card of activities that we need to complete in order to get bingo on our card. And bingo on our card will be the end of the stream. until we get to bingo, this stream is not done. Please don't fall on me. Oh, you're gonna fall? Not on me, though. That's okay. Nope, don't hit that over, please. So yeah, for those of you who do watch the channel, I just want to say sincere thank you. I assume that when I put videos up that I was going to get 0.0000 viewership, and it's actually been reasonably respectable, or at least better than what I thought would happen. So I'm happy about that. I'm generally happy about that. As always, if there is something that we could do better, I'd love to hear about it. And this is, I think, a great way for folks to tell me what I could be doing better, because I would absolutely love to hear from you. Alright, so we're 2 shrines in. Pretty good. Not unhappy about that. This is going to just be a throwaway horse, so I do know that I could go to this area over here and register the horse. But I don't really see a good reason to. We're actually going to ride to the south, sort of back in the direction that we came. A little bit. I could cook a little bit, but I'm not in the mood to spam cooking all that much. I need some arrows. I could use a few more bows. And, wouldn't mind just generally getting into some trouble. We got some sleeping guys. I think I can take them. There we go. Get him up there. Gonna pick up a horn. I got a pretty big bat. That didn't hit him. Pick up the bat and climb up and club this guy to death. This way. That felt right. Like I said, you need some arrows. That's always a good way to grab some arrows. Again, hey, if you're joining in, we are doing Breath of the Wild. Bokoblin Slaying 101. Bokoblin Slaying 101 is one of our bingo items. Unfortunately, it didn't randomize all that well, but kill 3 in a short period of time was sort of one in many of these. We can always take that later on if we're looking to complete a different one. Currently, I'm thinking to go through the sort of center column. It'll give us a chance to explore the map a little bit. You're not gonna die, Barrel. Just go over there. I'm tired of you. All right, seared steak. Yum yum. And open. I'll take that as well. Yeah, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna do this bingo game. It's gonna keep it interesting, I think. There's some. I might want to go grab those. Are they gonna disappear because it's sun time? Yeah, they are. Yes. So, interesting little piece from previous Zelda games. If you've never played, you do not know. You can no longer go and slash a whole bunch down to farm rupees. A mechanism that has existed in the perpetuity of the game has been removed, which is fortunate and unfortunate, because in the game, money definitely feels more real in this version. Money never felt really, in my mind, like a limiting factor in any game, because you knew that you could always farm. you could always, always, always farm to get to where you need to be. So this really does make it feel like it's more of an actual substantive thing that you're doing. There we go. Alright, that just looked like something. Yeah, I think freaking. So many nice little food bits though coming up, which is great. We're gonna head towards Impa on foot. We'll harvest as we go. So crafting. Crafting is an item in this game that is, in my personal opinion, very well done. So the things that I can compare, like RPG crafting, right? It can either be the end of the game. In the case of like Skyrim, for instance, everyone always made an enchanter and always enchanted their dragon bone armor to the nines with the best of everything. And that was always just how you went in the game. Unless you were getting a Daedric item, you were always, 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 always rolling your own gear. Which I'm not going to say is bad. It's an end goal, and if that's how you were trying to get through the game, or trying to make the end game experience for the user, you totally nailed it. On the other hand, you can also have crafting like a game, you know, going in a slightly different direction here, but World of Warcraft, where crafting is, yeah, historically. I mean, I haven't played since a little after Lich King, but in my experience there, it always seemed like crafting items, unless it was some sort of potion or buff-related item, was always nonsensical, because you would always replace it almost immediately with something better. So if you could limp through, you did that, and you were A-okay. So, this game does crafting a little bit more tactfully, in my opinion. Crafting gets you your medicinal items, and you have the ability to upgrade your armor over time. And your upgraded variants of armor can get pretty substantial in nature. The ancient armor that gives you some power-ups versus guardians, for instance, I rock that in my actual playthrough of this. So this is, just I guess for a little bit of additional context, this is not my actual playthrough of this game. This is a profile I created for the purposes of playing this. And I guess I can also say I am considering putting my friend code out there for multiplayer games and doing a little bit more in terms of playing with other people on the channel. I believe that engaging people who are actually, you know, watching these videos is an important piece of it. And a piece of that engagement, to my mind, is also giving people a chance to play with me in games that we might watch on the channel, or play on the channel. Okay, it's going in 2 seconds. I am pro, pretty much ditching the equipment any chance I get. You'll see me do that a lot. It's intentional, and it's just sort of a mechanism that I came up with along the way. There's so few whacks you get with these weapons that when you have a chance to recycle one of them into a hit and a potential quick kill on one of these guys, you just have to go for it. Alright, that guy is out of my way for now. Boop. Boop. That's not what I want. Crappy Travelers, probably more, thank you. You don't have to shield surf, we'll go through that in a little bit. I've honestly avoided it pretty much at cost. It's too annoying to have to find items in this game that, like, using up your shield to surf seems nonsensical. death to my enemies. Alright, so for those of you joining in late, we are doing Breath of the Wild bingo. By that I mean we have some random assorted tasks that I've put together in a cheap, chintzy little spreadsheet. It generates random tasks, random enemies, random locations, and tells me to go do those things, and we play until I get bingo. We have completed, or we're gunning at completing one of the rows within this bingo. Let me pull it up here for a second before I do this jump. Oh, I've had this bingo card up forever. Wow, that's stupid. I apologize for that. I wonder how long it's been up for. Probably like 20 minutes. That's unfortunate. I'm sure I'll see that in the comments. Well, I guess for sure I know now that no one's watching. Yeah, so we're going to do this bingo card as we go through and pull this bingo card together. I'm just going to remove this bingo card from this view so I don't accidentally do that again. As we go through and do this bingo card, we are going to complete aspects of the game, check off the bingo card, and move on to the next part of the game. God, I might download that and just edit that out, or perhaps not even post this. Yeah, so we have completed some of the pieces of the bingo card. We have all random things that I was able to pull together on this cheap spreadsheet. Just sort of threw it together in my spare time. It seemed like a fun way to do this. I will definitely have to go and make an annotation in the thing to be like, hey, I'm an idiot and I had the thing up for this long. Skip from here to here if you are annoyed by that. Alright, we're going to get another tower to give us some additional views, or some additional view. Should be great. Alright, so to distill the information down, the cutscenes in this game are just amazing. So there we go. Additional region. And we get the ability to search for shrines, which is super helpful. Our last two, we found basically by running around like morons in any willy-nilly direction. We at least can get some feedback trying to find them. And to anyone just joining now, we are playing Breath of the Wild, but we are doing a bingo game. The bingo game basically, we have a series of items listed on a bingo card, and we are completing those items in addition to progressing through the actual game. So, welcome to anyone joining in, and glad you could join us tonight. Please jump into chat if you have any questions, like to provide any feedback, or just want to say hi. Also, apologies to anyone who was watching, because I left that overlay for bingo up for so freaking long. That's super, super annoying, and I apologize. So, like I said previously, we are definitely going to grab up any shrines that we hit along the way, just through natural progression, because the shrines are some of the best parts of this game. Basically, this was an opportunity to do away with some of the dungeon mechanics that were historically tied to Breath of our Zelda games. In doing so, unlocks some cool options for them to make little puzzles rather than giant sort of key blocked puzzles throughout the world. What I mean by that is if you think about previous Zelda games, the big issue there has always historically been the keys, and that's really what stopped you from progressing. Here, they can do all sorts of different manners of physics puzzles. Oh god, I hate this one. Well, if you join now, you've joined at a good time to watch me look like an idiot trying to do this physics puzzle. So, this one relies on getting those balls into those cups, and like the actual game ball in a cup, I'm terrible at it. Luckily, unlike the previous shrine, which involved me flailing my controller around like a moron, this one not so much. So there's at least that, and we don't have a face cam, which makes it extra okay. Alright, so you gotta go, watch this. You gotta pull back, right, and you gotta let it go. When you first get this game, right, you just got your Switch, you get home, and you're trying to figure out what you're supposed to be doing here. This was literally infuriating to me. No, it's just writing on the wall. Alright, what are we gonna do? We gotta do this. Wait for it, go! Nope. We gotta wait for it, go! There we go. So this is not my actual playthrough. This is a new version that I opened up for this Let's Play. So hopefully this is going to be a nice fresh look for people. If you've never played the game, this is definitely not a tutorial. I wouldn't even recommend playing like this. I just wanted to do something different that other people had, and this seemed like a fun way to do it. So, third spirit orb, that's always a plus. There we go, spirit orb. So, we are still going through.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Sa, sa. Yay! Oh. Hoy! Hey. Oh. Ah.
Alright, so I'm going to do a quick audio test. I had to switch over to a different microphone. I'm hoping that it comes in a-okay. My other microphone, unfortunately, just died on me, which is great timing. I don't know how long ago it died either. God, how long? I'm really bad at these overlays. Alright, let's see how this sounds.
Oh.
I think that sounds alright.
Ah.
So, for those of you joining in, I am recording on HDML box. This is the first time that I've streamed with the HDML box. I use it for general day-to-day recording of my Let's Plays, and it works out very well. The added complexity here is making it work with OBS, which is great if you are streaming a Let's Play of something that is on the PC, but is not super great for streaming something on a console. Alright, here's a friend. So this is how you increase your weapon capacity in this game. This guy will allow you to turn in little MacGuffins, and those little MacGuffins let you hold more weapons. More bows, more shields. So it is reasonably important to collect a lot of MacGuffins. You can see, weapons are entirely disposable all the time. Alright. Alright. So, weapons, like I said, are completely disposable pretty much all the time in this game, and as such, it's important to have a good backlog of them so that when one does break in the middle of a battle, or you choose to throw it like I do. Oh, there's a shield. What is one of our goals? To pick up shields. And yes, I picked up a new shield, which counts towards one of my bingo items. We need 4 shields. I got 1 shield so far. Alright, there's his maracas, which we needed for some reason to risk our lives for. There goes my apple prize, which is unfortunate. One thing about the destructible weapons in this game that isn't great is the rate at which you burn through them when attempting to open boxes and crates. Yeah, not fun. Yep. Just 1 seed, blah blah blah. I do not have any seeds at the moment. We'll catch back up with him later. Through a lot of the game, I'll get by with what I have in my possession, and it will be okay. Later in the game, if I don't up my capacity for weapons and items, life becomes painful, and yeah, painful existence. What I actually think I might do... So, just like Ocarina of Time, when you're out at night, enemies will just randomly spawn and make your life reasonably miserable. Alright, I got this creepy hand on my back right now. Grabbing my butt as I run around, which is great. And we are on our way.
know what this gets me, but I know it gets me something. Oh, there we go. A seed. Yeah, here we go. We'll go back to that guy and we'll get an upgrade. I don't know you can see me. Blah, 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 blah. Return it to him. Yep, great. So these are super MacGuffins in the game. There are hundreds of them, and it really brings a new lens to the whole collectathon genre. It is painful to think about having to go get all of them. And I never have any intention of doing a Let's Play or a run-through on my own where I would come anywhere near approaching 100%. It is that discouraging. Alright, what do we want more of? Yeah, there really is only one answer early in the game. I need more weapons. Poof! There we go. So now I can use an additional weapon slot. Which is wonderful. Because, again, game makes you burn through weapons pretty quick. I keep seeing people pop in and out on this analytics screen. I'm not sure exactly how to read it, if this is like a delta over time thing or a hard number thing. So, welcome if you have just joined. We are doing Breath of the Wild Bingo. In addition to progressing through a little bit of the story, we are doing a bingo card, randomized bingo card run. And things we have to do, we have to find 3 shields, which sounds incredibly easy on paper until you actually have to go find 3 shields, and it's actually turning out to be quite time-consuming. And we have to do a few shrines. We've already done 1 shrine. We're making use of free space in the middle of our bingo card, and we are going to have to kill some Wizrobes. I'm going to, while I'm steering around, jump back to the bingo card really quick. And because I've made several mistakes here where I've run through too long on the bingo card, I'm going to immediately put it back down. So yeah, shields, shrine, free square, Wizrobes, and a shrine in the north. And we will call that a day. We are not, by any means, ignoring other aspects of the game, but we are, for sure, prioritizing getting our items done. So, Impa is the main story piece that I would like to get done. We're going to basically gain a little bit of, hey, go do this type quest, and then from there, we're going to start heading north, and we'll find some Wizrobes. It'll be great. Yeah, we'll talk to them. Why not? Nana, Traveler, I'm sorry, but I twisted my ankle. See there. Say, Traveler. So the slate, for those of you who have not played the game, is a major plot point. It's basically the equivalent of a tablet. It holds information. It allows him to use his sort of magic. Those will be important in a little bit. Yep, Sheikah Slate. Yep, great. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the game, we're going to go through a lot of the cutscenes. We'll walk through them pretty slowly. But long and short, Impa is a wise person. We're going to talk to Impa because that's what a spirit of a departed king told us to do with our slate. A man, I don't necessarily know that Link is a man. He wears an awful lot of tunics to call himself a man. There are some fun things, I believe, if memory serves, you can do to mess with her. Alright, Grandma's been waiting for my return. Alright, that's creepy. Alright, let's see the Impa cutscene.
So, you're finally awake.
I guess important second piece of this, by the way.
It has been quite a long time.
For the first time, characters are voiced.
I am much older now, but you remember me, don't you?
Cute cutscene.
Oh,
Alright, so Link has lost his memory after basically being resurrected through some sort of magic.
oh. Oh.
One thing I do wish about this game is that, I do wish that it stuck with the voice cutscenes or stayed away from them entirely.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
If I wasn't prepared to risk my life, we wouldn't be playing this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, really makes me wish that they had stuck with the voiced cutscenes, or stayed away from them entirely.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal evil that has endured over the ages. This evil has been turned back time and time again by a warrior wielding the soul of a hero and a princess who carries the blood of the goddess. With the passage of time, each conflict with Ganon faded into legend. So listen closely as I tell you of this legend that occurred 10,000 years ago. Hyrule was then blossoming as a highly advanced civilization. Even the most powerful monsters.
Hey Chris, I see you posted in the comments. Which memory?
Of the realm.
Which one do you want me to go
The
grab?
people thought it wise to utilize their technological prowess to ensure the safety of the land, should Calamity Ganon ever return.
Alright, bud, we'll do one before the end of the episode. Actually, we'll do it immediately after this. There's a few, I think, that aren't tremendously far away.
Beasts. They also built a legion of autonomous weapons called Guardians. The divine beasts were piloted by 4 individuals of exceptional skill from across the land. And thus,
So hey Chris, welcome to the stream. Not sure if this is your first time here. We're actually doing a Let's Play. We're going to progress the story. We're going to go get the memories and things like that. I'm also doing a bingo card as I go.
Upon Ganon's inevitable return to Hyrule, the princess and the hero fought alongside these 4 champions against this ancient evil. The Guardians were tasked with protecting the hero as the divine beasts unleashed a
Which
furious
Magnesis shrine?
attack upon their
I got the
terror.
thing up, so if you have one you want to see in particular, I did...
that seals the darkness delivered his final blow, the princess used her sacred power to seal away Calamity Ganon.
Yeah, we'll be... Oh, you want me to go back to the first Magnesis Shrine? So I actually have gone through and done a handful of things already off camera. Just to keep this interesting. I know a lot of people have seen that, but I'll head back to the area. I think I can redo some of the trials there. No problem with that. I'm not going to generally teleport spam, but I'm definitely going to do that to get back. As part of the bingo card that I'm actually working on, I sort of randomly generated it. I basically am going for the end column right now. I cleared a central tower shrine. I'm working on getting some shields. I got to find some whiz robes, and I got to head north. So that's where we're at there. Yep, thank you for telling me where the giant freaking beasts are that are in the middle of the sky or very clearly visible somewhere else. Super helpful. Alright. Yep. Go to the village. Also gonna need me that one. Cool story, bro. Small village, yep, great. So for anyone else joining, I see Chris here. I don't know if anyone else is on. We are working through our bingo card. Chris has requested a trip back to one of the earlier shrines, which we will gladly do. We are looking to pick up some more shields. Again, we have essentially a bingo card that says find so many of something. Pot lid, that's a shield. Yep, there we go. So there are two of the 4 we need. So Chris is asked to go back to the Magnesis trial, which I will readily do now that we've sort of gotten through Kakariko. Why not? We have nothing but time. Once we do that, we're going to head north. We're going to find some whiz robes or blizz robes or the electrical guys, whatever. Knock them out for our bingo card, and we're gonna do some stuff. It's gonna be fun. Looking to... Oh, you're actually giving me... Okay, I get it. You're actually giving me the location of the memory that's not far. I gotcha. Yeah, no, we'll do that one right now. That's perfectly okay. Now I understand what you're going for. I know exactly which one you're looking at. Let me open the map. It's like right here-ish. Yeah, it's like next to the water. Yeah, let's do that. I have a general love and hate relationship with the memories. I love them, but it's incredibly frustrating to run through here and find them all. So this is actually probably the 3rd time I've sort of started this game, picked it up and put it down. I was incredibly far into my first playthrough, and my Switch actually died, which was hilarious because, you know, it's a pretty simple system. There's not a lot going on with it. There's really not a lot to die, but man, I fried the thing. So I lost all of my progress, and I was not 100%. I'm not going to pretend like I was anywhere near 100%, but I was far enough in that it was incredibly frustrating. So then I restarted it, and, you know, life. Yep, I'm going to ignore you, Mr. Balloon. Yeah, then life. Never actually picked it back up to replay through the thing. And now here we are, playing it for a 3rd time, bingo card style, and talking to you guys, so... Yeah, I probably honestly should have picked up... I feel like I'm pretty close. I probably honestly should have picked up the trousers when I was in Kakariko Village, but I did not. So yeah, we'll manage at this point, at least for the time being. In between episodes, I might go grab some materials to actually get a decent setup. Once I find the path, I will be A-okay, because then I'll be able to find it no problem. And hey, oh, I think this is actually the path. So actually, I might be closer than I thought I was. Oh, what was that? Alright, where is this memory area? I know it's somewhere around here. This would be tremendously easier if it weren't raining out. Alright. Where is this? I know it's a stupid little glowing spot on the ground that I gotta find here. I'll also grab these mushrooms, I guess, while we're here. I mean, I'm gonna need them. I'm not... So, for anyone new to the channel who has seen what I do, I'm not, by any means, a professional video game player. I mostly do this because I enjoy content that other people put online, so I sort of feel like I should sort of give back to communities who have been really interesting for me to watch over time. So this is one of those games that I'm doing in that realm. I'm gonna give this another minute. Chris, if you're still there in chat, if you want to give me the locale for this guy, I would be eternally grateful. Otherwise, I'm going to likely jet. Alright, so. What if I can even do the memories yet? That's not something I've thought about, but like it's entirely possible that I can't actually even do the memories at this point. Alright. Well, we're gonna keep going north. Chris, if you're still in chat and you want to see the memory, hit me up with the exact location, because I cannot seem to find that little glowing spot. That's an acorn. Great. Super helpful. Thank you, game. Yeah, I'm wondering if I even have... I thought I could do it as soon as I saw Impa. While we search, I'm gonna go grab, I think, one of these horses, or attempt to grab one of these horses, because we're going to have to go and progress this at some point. For anybody else in chat, if you know where the memory spot is over there, let me know. This is one that I struggled with mightily, even having the full map at my disposal. This isn't a very smart horse. Haha! Alright, now we get a horse. So at least this will improve our progression speed a little bit here. I actually have a Breath of the Wild map up, and I'm just trying to figure out to see if I'm just completely off base here. Alright, there should be a little island out in the water, which is right there. So let's get lined up with that little island. Should be right there. We should walk inwards from that. Inwards from that. And we should see the little memory spot, but I don't see it. Oh, you know what it is? I figured it out. We need to go to Hateno Village and repair the slate. Yeah, that was one of the things. You have to actually repair the slate before you can actually see the memories. Because there's like a cutscene in the first one. Yeah, there's a cutscene in like the first repair they do to your slate that basically starts the progression. So why don't we... Yep, we're gonna head up. We're gonna go grab our bingo card piece up in the north, and then we're gonna hit that memory. We'll go get the slate fixed and in the village, and then that will be a good start there. I didn't need to do that. So as I'm talking to you guys, I actually have a map up, and I am attempting to discern from the map where things are. Good lord, our interactive maps for this game cluttered. Alright, we're gonna get past these guys, but quick. You could have just inched around that tree. Come on, horse. Do horse things. Actually, in fairness, it is a lot like a horse. It would throw you off, kick you, and bite you, just to remind you that it's the boss. And it's not like wanting to go left, which is frustrating. I'm gonna use the word frustrating. So yeah, let's get this piece done. Go to the stable. Yeah, I could hit the peaks. I could go to the stable. I could grab a horse over here. No big. And yeah, well, you know what? Let's just do that before we go. Why not? Right, we have nothing but time. I'm actually seeing the bar flickering up and down here. So hey, whoever's joining in, welcome. We're doing Breath of the Wild bingo. Progressing the main storyline, but also fulfilling some bingo-related items. We're going for the end column today. We cleared a central. We need 2 more shields. We need to find and kill 5 Wizrobes and hit the northwest corner and go clear a shrine there as well. And then we'll be done with that. But we have a special request out to go see some of the memories, so we're going to make that happen. So for those of you who have played this game, it's a heck of a lot of fun. The healthy amount of cutscenes, healthy amount of lore for us to soak up. And Chris, I don't actually have any bonuses to my stamina at the moment. I am an incredible heart hoarding noob. And that's generally how I roll. I generally go and collect as many heart upgrades as humanly possible. 1, to go get the Master Sword, and 2, to keep myself alive, because I can't dodge in this game to save my life. I don't know what it is. There are other games that have sort of timed hits, and I don't have any issue with them. Oh yeah, food. Trust me, food all day long. Food is... I'll actually show you. I just stack up food. Like, as soon as I pull some mushrooms, I'll hit a stable, and I will make food like an absolute boss. But I find it far... I find that the game devolves into me basically eating food in between every encounter with every enemy because I cannot dodge. I just honestly don't know what it is, but I cannot dodge in this game to save my life. And it's not for lack of trying. It's not like I've just given up or just decided I was going to do the whole thing without ever dodging. I literally cannot get the timing down. It's incredibly embarrassing. Alright, let's try for a black horse. I'm totally down with that. Once I get the thing upgraded and I get the amiibo functionality, I do have a whole bunch of Breath of the Wild amiibos and Zelda amiibos hanging around, so we'll probably throw some of those on. There's a couple of them over there. Let's try and get one of them. So I have the Champion and the other DLC loaded up as well. I got a paint, and I think that might be a black horse right there. Or it's a brown horse in the a brown horse in the shade, but I think it's a black horse. We'll try and get this one in the middle here. Oh no, that did not work out. Oh, we're gonna try and grab him again. We'll follow him for a sec. I have a massive collection of amiibos. Get the dotted horse, the paint, the black and white one right there. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Yeah, I think I have all of them with a couple of exceptions. So I can absolutely spam, use the spam, hit the food for the stamina. Do I have a... I got the refill the stamina wheel, but not the buff. So if I struggle, I wonder if I can actually noob over to the food. No? That's unfortunate. I wish I could have, like, absolutely noobed over to the food, but we got this paint now. Not this one. This one right here. This guy we're riding next to. If I do this well, I might be able to grab him. Or is it one with, like, he's got, like, paint on, like, or speckles on him? Black one? Alright, come on. That's unfortunate. One horse. Oh, this one's got 3. That's pretty sweet. Can I? Nope. We are not getting that guy. We're not getting that guy without stamina upgrades. I can sit here all day and try and grab that one. It is not going to happen. Plus, I actually genuinely kind of like this one. He's got the 3 boosts. It's kind of a nice find. We're going to head over to Hateno Village and get the slate repaired. That way we can do the memory tonight. I'm not positive that I have the reaction time to be able to throw my thing up, but we'll do it one more time. Just see if we can find another horse around here. Hold on, chill. Go goblins. I mean, hey, I'm always willing to give it a try. I'll try anything at least once. But, per usual, I make no bones about the fact that I am noob-tastic. Possibly even noob-tacular. Yes. The Epona one? The one that grants you Epona? I'm basically positive I have that one. Alright, I got it. That one? This guy right here? Haha! We got him. Yeah, I grab the Epona basically every go. And I basically use it as a free summons. Alright, after that painful experience, we're gonna go register this horse. Which is not something I normally do, but I feel like I've accomplished something. Alright, stop. Turn your horse around and go this way. I need, like, horse left. Why? Go, like, horse left.
Hi.
I didn't want to click that. Alright. I know how. Thank you.
Hey.
Register this horse. Oh, that's some stamina. What do we want to call him? Horseface? I'm going with Horseface. Feels right. Why the long face wouldn't fit, so Horseface it is. We're gonna take this guy with us. Yep, whistle, yep, great. Yeah, so I got almost, I mean, I have, like, basically all the amiibos, for this game. Which is, like, a personal quest for me. Yep, thank you, horse. Just to get as many of them as humanly possible. I actually got the, like, no, come on. Don't be a jerk. I actually got the end, oh, didn't realize there was a guardian there. Get away from that guy. I don't want your guardian hugs. That was close. I actually got, like, the N-Tag 216 cards that they make, for a bunch of them, which is, like, super wonderful. I don't know if you've seen them, but they, you know, people get these nice PVC cards with the integrated, RFID chips, or whatever they are. I think they're RFID chips. And they print these really nice, like, PVC cards, with an image of what the amiibo is, or a description, which is nice to have. So I have the N-Tag 216 card for the limited edition ones, or like the hard to find ones. I don't have the actual amiibos for some of the harder to find ones. So long story short, I can tap the placeholders to get the items, but I don't actually have the cool little statuettes. Oh no. First Eagle Clan running. Alright. We're gonna save scum this because I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna make it, and I just get my horse. How do I do what? The, so yeah, interesting little tidbit. All the amiibos are is a radio frequency chip, housed inside of a little statuette. So if you get the appropriate, chips, they're able to print, them out, actually pretty effortlessly. There we go. They're actually all over online. Like, if you go to Etsy, Etsy's great, by the way. If you go to Etsy, you're able to find them all over the place. I think it's a sort of gray area, though, where, like, I'm not sure if it's necessarily a, like, legal thing that they're doing. But I'll tell you, as... Basically, with these amiibos, my personal opinion on them is if you're not making enough stock to satisfy demand, then you have made a tremendous mistake as a company. So, with all these things Nintendo does, they make something cool and then don't make enough of them. And if that's the case, you're gonna have... so it's... I have not done it myself. But as I understand it, people have placed their files online. Jerk horse. People have placed their files online, and you can download free software to clone the tags. If you actually go into, and hey, wait till we're done the stream. But if you actually go into YouTube and you search like homemade amiibos, there's a lot on it. It doesn't seem like it's all that complex, but I don't know what the legal implications are, so obviously I'm not at all advocating doing that. I have purchased some of them off of Etsy because I love me some well-made items off of Etsy, but I do not know what the legal implications of that is. And there's also actually a tool that was, I don't know what the shipping status on it is, but there's actually a tool someone made that is basically a amiibo clone. It's basically a little puck-shaped tool that is able to emulate them. Yeah, no problem. Demand answers. Highlands are generally good folk. Oh, these people. You've actually gone through and done them all? Yeah, so I made really great progress towards that in my first playthrough. But then after my Switch died on me and I lost my save file, I was basically in like /rage quit mode. And I'm like, nope, I'm done. It wasn't actually up until recently that I even picked the game back up because I was so angry over the fact that I lost my first save. Is that one of the stores here? Do I need to actually complete the shrine to teleport there? Yes, I think I do. Alright, we're gonna complete a shrine. Yeah, if they're here, I'll grab them, for sure. I'm definitely undermanned at the moment. And I mean, like I've said before, I'm not very good at this. So for anyone else joining in, we are doing Breath of the Wild Bingo. Alongside of that, we are also going to do a few little odds and ends things. We have a request out to do some of the memories, which I have absolutely no problem doing. So we're going to get the slate upgraded for the first time. We're going to complete our bingo card, which is, we're going for the end column, looking for 4 shields. We have 2 we found. Clearing 1 central shrine, central tower shrine, we've done that. We need to find some whiz robes and then go to the north end of the map, which I think would be a fun way to end this. Which one is this? Oh, I hate these so much. Oh my god. This ends always the same way, with me just, like, essentially punching my screen. Alright. We're gonna... almost did it. Come on. Nope. Let's see if we can manipulate it. Right, come on, and... Come on. Nope. Almost. So yeah, I am using a Pro Controller, and this is actually the first time I have used the Pro Controller, is for this. And actually this and playing Xenoblade that I just picked up today. So you'll have to forgive my ineptitude. It is higher than usual with this remote. Oh, come on now. Oh, you piece of garbage. There we go. There we go. Look at this. It's like I'm competent. Oh, it's like I'm competent. It's great. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, we're gonna... Come on. Get back in the corner. Come on. Did I do it? I think I got it. Do I have 2 Nintendo Switches? No, I had... So I bought basically right around launch. I was able to get one. I was actually just in Target around my job, and they had one. I picked it up, and that one actually died on me. I actually only have this one. Now my friends all have them, so I have access to multiple Switches, which is nice. But yeah, only one Switch. One Switch, a 2DS, and my computer. I have a Super NES Classic, and I have a Retro Duo with a Retro Gen adapter. So I have coverage of NES games, Super NES games, Sega Genesis. Oh, I have the Joy-Cons, yeah. I absolutely have them right here. I actually 3D printed holders for mine to bridge them together because I can't stand that comfort grip. I actually just went out and got a Pro Controller the other day because it was a lightning deal on Amazon, which is wonderful. Got it for $30. 25 bucks. $30 with the other stuff I bought with it, but I like it. I like the feel of the actual Pro Controller, but I could not justify spending the 60 bucks that Nintendo wants on a Pro Controller. But yeah, I got the Joy-Cons. I actually got, I bought 2 sets. Oh, pot lid's another shield. Alright, we're gonna drop another shield so we can hit our shield harvest quota. We're gonna float that one down the river because why not? Alright, we're at 3 shields. Yeah, I bought on launch day, bought a second one. Oh, they make a Xenoblade collector Pro Controller. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm not familiar with Xenoblade at all. I picked it up because my friends kept telling me that this is a great game, and I do not regret a moment of it. Alright, guy sitting out in the rain. Is it down in the town? Is it down here? Look at that right now. Absolutely no objection to that. I like in the game that the fact that you don't have to necessarily wait for a day cycle to go into a shop. It's one of those nice little touches that a lot of games make you wait for a day cycle, and that's just annoying. Alright, let's look for shop symbols. What is this? This is dyes. Oh, there's the clothing. There we go. Let's hit this up. Yeah, I mean, you like play Skyrim for so long and you just get used to the fact that you can't do any shopping during the day, or during the night. It's just terrible. Hylian tunic, Hylian trousers, Hylian hood. What is this? This is the soldiers. I have probably enough to get the trousers, and if I sell some stuff, probably also the hood. So let's do that.
Hi.
Let's see what I can sell you. Whatever I desire, eh? All of these. Oh, actually, I might be in good shape. I didn't realize I had this many freaking bokoblin horns. Oh, we're great. We're good. I think I have a diamond, too, around here. Might as well get rid of that. Selling Simulator 2018, go! Oh, we are jazzed up now. Alright, why not? This is the worm, yep, the worm doublet that I already have. There we go. Let's throw that on. Alright, I'm not nearly as squishy now. We have a good stack of cash, and I'm not nearly as squishy. These are all great things. So yeah, for anyone else who's joined in, we are... Come on. Oh, you're not going to run through the town? We are working on Breath of the Wild Bingo. We have a few things that we have basically more or less completed, a few more things to go, and we are progressing the story along great. We are an hour and 55 minutes in since I started the stream. Die the close? Oh, grab it on the way out of town. Yeah, I have no objection to that either. Honestly, I've never actually wasted much... Well, I'm not going to waste... I've never actually spent much time dying the close. I always spend so much of my time talking with all the NPCs, which I still intend to do. But we're now an hour 55 in. I gotta start making some headway. We're an hour and 55 minutes in, and I have work in the morning. I have to actually make some progress. Alright. Wasn't intended at all. Okay. We're not gonna go through that, I guess. We'll go through the other one. Not that one, though. Alright, there we go. Up, up, up. I both... You know what? We're getting off of you, because you're just going in your own way. I need to make some progress. I enjoy the horses tremendously in that they actually feel like you're actually riding. You bought your... Oh yeah, no, I guess it's worth stating, I have nothing for free. Everything I'm playing on here, everything I speak about, 100% purchased cash money. So nothing that I am pushing on here is anything where I am suggesting you buy it because I've gotten a free copy. I bought my Switch, I bought my HDMI box that I use to do recording, I bought my classic consoles. These are all things that just absolute cash money out of pocket. Alright, we'll go through this nuisance section. This character I hate. Yeah, I am by no means subsidized by anybody over the course of anything that I do. So, yeah, I only actually started to do this just because I watch a lot of sort of like the Let's Play channels that are super popular. And I felt like it was a fun thing that I should do as well. This character. I believe, yes, that I do get amiibo after this. I unfortunately don't think I have any of them ready to go. Give me a moment as we go through this, and I can probably dig one out. Yep, Slumber of Restoration, thank you. I hate the voice in this character. Oh, I can't stand this part of the game. I can't stand this character. I can't stand errand quests. Alright, now we gotta go and run and do this stupid blue flame thing. Yeah, I'll see if I can grab one of the cards here in a sec. I'm pretty sure it's the blue flame thing over there. Yeah. Alright, yeah, okay. Oh, I cannot do that. Okay. Go, 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 go. Oh, is this rain going to... Can I actually do it through? Alright, we're gonna sleep in town for a sec. I need this rain to not be a thing. It's going to be a pain in my butt. Where is the inn? Where is the inn? Is that it right there? I think that might be it. Oh, moon symbol. Yeah, this gets me, I think, like the camera and like a few other things after I do this, so. Actually digging through my desk as we run through this to see if I can find one of my amiibos that I can tap. In order to actually make the HTML box work for streaming purposes, you have to connect to a computer, so that's a little bit of a challenge. I see that my analytics thing just popped up, so welcome to whoever else just joined. We are playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. We are doing a bingo run. We are running through the game, completing a bunch of random miscellaneous little challenges in addition to advancing the storyline. So hey, welcome, glad you could join. Alright, so for this part we have to, for anyone not familiar, grab this stupid blue flame and bring it up the hill. We are going to use our weapons to light them on fire. Is this blind? So it's not blind. I'm reasonably familiar with the game. I am essentially restarting, however, because in the not-so-distant past, my console actually died. In addition to starting my YouTube channel, it seemed like a good time to... Can I make this happen? Nope. That didn't work. In addition to starting my YouTube channel, it seemed like a good time to sort of pull this game back out. So yeah, that's where we're at. So welcome. Not blind, but I'm inept, so it will feel at times like a blind playthrough. Because I didn't name the channel this for comedic purposes. I truly am terrible at games. Oh, look at that. My thing just shut up again. Man, I'll tell you, if you are unfamiliar with YouTube, they give you some interesting tools in terms of seeing viewership. So welcome to whomever just joined. Looks like up to 3 now. So we are doing Breath of the Wild Bingo. We are currently advancing the plotline a little bit for the sake of being able to do a few more interesting little tidbits. But that's sort of where we're at. If you have any special requests or things you'd like me to do... Oh, that broke. What do I got that's wood? Anything? If I cut down a tree, I'm going to get a branch, I think, right? Can I get a branch? You give me branch, you know give me branch. So yeah, if you have any special requests as we go through, feel free to hit up chat, and I would gladly facilitate. You're gonna sub? Hey man, thanks for subbing. I do some classic cartridge play, and I also do some RimWorld, which if you have not played is a fantastic game. Thanks for the sub, man. Definitely appreciate it. Yes, alright. Fiery leaf of doom and death. So yeah, definitely if you like sort of laid-back content, you like people who aren't doing things to necessarily show off how awesome they are, or throwing something through their window, you know, to show how angry they are of a video game player. You know, this is a good home. Now, if you're looking for someone who's going to scream and throw things through a window and freak out, it's not generally me. I also love talking to people, so I'm really glad you guys are here, that I can actually speak to you, because I've... Do I play Ocarina? I do not as of now, mostly because I do not have an N64. I have a Super NES, I have an NES, I have a Genesis, I have the Super NES Classic, so that gives me a lot of options. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I do not, as of yet, have an N64. It is entirely possible that, for the sake of being able to play more games on this channel, that I will be getting an N64. I was actually looking at them. I could do 2DS. So, recording content off of a DS is actually staggeringly difficult. Like, I gotta hand it to people like, oh god, who is it? Chugga Conroy, who have the sort of rig up to do those games. It is incredibly difficult to record the handheld systems for Nintendo. And I just saw the bar go again, so I'm not sure if someone dropped and rejoined, but hey, welcome back. Or welcome to the first time. If this is your first time here, drop a comment to let me know you're here. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I'm looking to get an N64 to play it there. I don't have a Wii U, I don't have a GameCube, and I don't have a Wii, so those are sort of gaps in my collection that are unfortunately a little bit difficult to bridge. Hopefully this year they announce a N64 classic like the Super NES Classic. I will gladly wait in any length line if they do so. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it! Yes! Okay, we're going to put this away for a second to try and get another second out of it. Yeah, because I am the proud owner of the Super NES Classic. I gotta tell you, that thing is freaking awesome. I'm doing a Super Mario RPG on it right now, and if you haven't played Super Mario RPG or you're not familiar with the game, it's worth a check out. Yep, I hate this character so much. For those of you who are just joining in. Pura, oh my lord, I can't stand this concept. I hate it when games try and be campy like this, man. Oh, the 2DS XL? That's pretty sweet. I got the classic 2DS. The 3D effect I don't feel like is... It's just gimmicky, you know? I love the games on it, but man, I cannot stand the freaking 3D effects. Alright. So this will get us access to the amiibos and the cameras. We'll hit the memories up and then we'll continue on our way. It's actually great. We'll be doing another live stream, maybe within a week or two. And hey guys, if you're enjoying what you see, definitely hit us up on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter. There we go. That's what we wanted to say. Games_done_slow is our Twitter. And that's definitely the place to hit us up, because I'll post basically every time I put a new video out, I'll post on there. Or if I'm scheduling a stream, I'll post it right up there. I never at any point thought I would actually be doing... please just leave me alone. Yeah, the 2DS is definitely built more substantially. Alright, we're going to ignore you now because I can go do what I wanted to do. We're going to go get that tower before we leave here, because I want a good way to get back here. Yeah, the 2DS, I mean, it's just generally, it feels like a tank, man. You know, I had the original Game Boy when I was a kid, and... Oh, the new ones aren't very good? Man, the old one's great. That's unfortunate. I had the original brick, Game Boy, and that thing is just amazing. Like, the buttons always had great response. They felt substantial. It's one of the things I do worry about with the Joy-Con, is it feels unsubstantial. Use the shrine. Which one? Which shrine, man? I was gonna go to the tower. Or are you saying you use the shrine as my teleport method? Because that's entirely possible, too. Basically, I just want to go get that memory now. We have efforted so much to get to where we are right now that I now need to go get that memory. Yeah, so we're gonna go do that memory, I think, and then we'll continue on with bingo. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I just saw your comment on the buttons. You know, I have my daughter has the 2DS. That's why I actually have it. I would probably still have the 2DS, honestly. But I always enjoyed it because it feels like a freaking tank, man. It doesn't... I never concern myself that I'm going to break the thing we're playing. I just got A Link Between Worlds, which was one, unfortunately, I have not yet played. And man, I do love me some Zelda. Dating back to A Link to the Past. It's actually my favorite game is A Link to the Past. You will see A Link to the Past on this channel in the not-so-distant future. I'm attempting to get my friend who's never played it to do a playthrough, and we're going to do 2 screens. He'll do the actual traditional game, and I'm going to do a randomizer in the other side. And we're going to sit down and do a stream at some point where he is doing the actual proper game, and I am doing a completely randomized version that I have no clues as to where the items are. If you haven't seen a Legend of Zelda randomizer run, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is so much fun. Speed Gaming on Twitch does it. They also have a YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore you, stupid seeds. It's so much fun. If you're looking for something to do on YouTube, tree branch broke. If you're looking for something to do on YouTube at some point, Speed Gaming, Zelda Randomizer, totally worth your time. I burnt more hours on that than I'd care to admit. Alright, where? I feel like it should be right around here. Oh, I gotta go back to Impa? God damn it. That is irritating. Alright. What's the quickest way? I think let's go back here, grab our horse, and ride. Hey, whatever. NBD at this point. Oh, that's incredibly infuriating. You know, you never quite understand how infuriating a game can possibly be until you're doing it live. And, you know, commentator's curse / let's player's curse is really a thing. I am inept. Man, I am inept. I make no bones about that. But my word, when you're doing this live, you're not thinking nearly as clearly as when you're playing this by yourself. It seems Horseface couldn't hear your call. That's so annoying. Alright, we're gonna go try and get Horseface. I would have loved to have given it a pun name like Why the Long Face. Also get more stamina hearts. Yeah, that's a thing. Actually, can we get another shield? Because then I can say that that freaking bingo card is done. Nope. Yeah, we'll definitely go back and hit the temple. That's not a bad plan. There we go. I got the DLC pack too. Isn't there like some secret chest or something with the DLC packs that they sort of tuck away somewhere? I got both the DLCs. I actually downloaded them. I guess I could do the amiibos. I'll need to find some though. As part of like having to relocate my setup next to my computer, I am struggling to find my amiibos because I have basically my whole gaming rig now moved into one small piece of my house. Oh, come on. No, I don't want you to go this way at all. I'm not sure if this is a controller responsiveness thing, or if this is just a horse doesn't feel like going in the direction I want thing. It feels like much more the horse doesn't want to go where I want it to go. Yeah, I could sit here and soothe it for a little bit, but yeah, I know. I should be doing it more religiously as I go along, but just spamming the left trigger button just gets so tedious. And if I had used any common sense whatsoever, I would have gone and done the shrine next to Kakariko Village, and then I at least have... Oh, come on. Come on now. Just go down. It's not even a hill, man. You're like on a slight incline. Come on, man. I like to point out that he jumped over a shrine, but would not, jumped over a sign, but refused to walk down a gentle slope. That's unfortunate. Goodbye, Horseface. Yeah, as soon as I took that land bridge, I'm like, this is really a terrible idea. And yeah, sure enough, I paid for it. Come on. Yep, come on. There we go. There we go. He seems he couldn't hear my call. Yep, because he's drowning in a river. Way to go, me. Oh well, we're gonna go for a walk in the woods. It's gonna be great. Was it Moblin? Go away. I don't want your hugs. Yeah, I guess I could go to the stable. I don't know. Yeah, it's probably quicker. I'm really lazy when it comes to fast traveling. That's one thing to keep in mind. I am incredibly lazy. 90% of my life is dictated by my level of laziness and not wanting to hit the minus button. It's gonna be a pretty healthy stream when all's said and done. Yeah. Pick my horse back up. I know. I know that's what I should do. But the lazy man in me just wishes that there was a, time machine where I could go back and actually do the shrine right next to, Kakariko. I think that's the dodge one, which is gonna be comically bad. There's no enemies back here yet. Pot lid? No. I know the totally right thing to do is go get the horse back from the stable and then ride, but man, I am just... Why not? Boom! That's so satisfying. Really no reason for me to have done that, but it's just so satisfying to watch them pop. I also can appreciate a game that basically hits undo when you throw your horse in a river. Like, oh hey, I know that you just dumped your horse in a river, but would you like your horse back? Yeah, I know I'd like my horse back, thank you. Yeah, I want horse face. You know, the one that I, threw in a river a second ago? Can I have that back? No, here he is. We fetched him from the river. We know why he has a long face. It's the fact that, you know, I just threw him in a river to die. We're gonna spam soothe as we go along. Oh, no. Come on now, come on. Go in the direction I want you to, thank you. One thing I can't appreciate this game for... I'm going to bet you that's another one of the freaking, was it Yiga Clan guys in disguise. I'm not having any of that right now. One thing I can't appreciate about this game is, like, when you screw up, man, they don't let you hit undo. Like, that horse went in that river, and man, there was nothing I could do about it. Nope. One too many times there. I suck at riding the horses in this game. All I was focused on in that moment in time was running that goat over. Like that. I actually had goats. In the not-so-distant past. It was actually my wife's hobby, was having goats. If you want to ever meet a more miserable animal, you will do yourself well to hang out with goats for a little bit. They are just generally unpleasant animals. Alright. So I can make the horse get stuck under a bridge. Alright, so here's my plan. Talk to Impa. Complete the shrine that's up the hill. So at that point, I will have the ability to look at the memory, and I will have a teleport method back. I might as well do this while I'm here, too. What is it? This button? Oh, fairy fountain. That's a good point. I could do the fairy fountain, too. There we go. My apple. Is it the Dodge Shrine? Because, yeah, I completely agree. But I did a shrine way too earlier, and I got this Edge of Duality. So I am significantly overarmed in that respect. Are you gonna make me go back there?
Oh.
I just did this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, we're going to do that shrine. We're going to do that shrine because it wants me to go back, because apparently I didn't complete it enough. Oh my god, this is infuriating. Yeah, I actually got some legit weapons on me at the moment. So like acing this guardian up the hill. I didn't go up the right hill. Acing this guardian up the hill should be reasonably easy. And I say that, but I'm going to die like 6 times. No bomb arrows, though. I wish I had bomb arrows. I could get bomb arrows. Alright, which is the way up the hill? I cannot remember now. I'm gonna climb houses until I can remember. Oh, fireflies. Oh, there it is, up the hill. Fireflies, fireflies, fireflies. So, armor upgrading is something I think this game also got right. It's not buy new armor, it's not go to a dungeon to earn new armor, but you have to collect the individual items. Alright. Time to watch me die a few times. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for everybody. It's also my birthday today, oddly enough, so I'm going to die a whole bunch playing a video game on my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Alright. We're going to get set up, because we're going to do this the right way. We're going to use the camera. I'm gonna need some bombs. And we get some arrows going. Okay. Let's make this happen. I'm gonna get so toasted by this, it's gonna be terrible. Use a hop. Nope. Thanks. This is gonna be terrible. It's gonna be great. Did that really not do anything? Oh, it's gonna make me actually do this now? Oh, alright, I'm gonna switch to a crappier weapon, then I'm gonna burn this weapon doing this freaking tutorial. I thought this was one of the ones we actually had to make it happen, like for real. Yeah, definitely on the way out I'll get the weapons. I'll throw away some of the crap I have hanging around. Okay, here's where I'm gonna die. Badly and quickly, it's gonna be great. Okay, I thought I had to kill an enemy. Is that not in this one? Is that not actually in this one? I mean, I'm perfectly okay with that. If it's not this actually one, or I have to... Oh. Oh, yes, I think I'm okay. Okay, I'll take that any day of the week. Alright, this throwing spear is going to get thrown up in there. Yep. And we'll go get some stuff from chests. It's actually a fun story. In the first playthrough... Eightfold Blade, that's a good one. In the first playthrough I did of this... excellent. Thanks for the confirmation. That's my, there we go. That's my shield for some bingo. Alright. In my first playthrough, I accidentally, discovered one of the ones where you actually have to do the dodges on the enemy. It wasn't the tutorial, though, and I had, like, no idea what I was doing. It's one of the reasons why I feel so inept when it comes to dodging is, one, I am, and two, every experience that I've had has ended in pain and suffering and misery. I love the cutscene where the blue lines just shatter everywhere. That's, to me, just awesome. Just top notch. Alright, so here's what needs to happen, and I need to do it in the right order this time. I'm gonna go back to that stupid place, this stupid Hateno village. Go get more hearts. Yep, that's gonna happen. I might as well actually do that in between. Get more hearts, go back to Hateno Village, get the thing that they need me to do there so I can actually talk to Impa. Talk to Impa, get the memory, and then... I mean, our bingo card, we're doing pretty well. So those of you who just joined, we're attempting bingo here. I need whiz robes and then to clear one in the north, but no big deal there. Okay, there's that. Okay. Let's go back to the Temple of Time really quick to get those hearts. Sort of like 50-50 on the... Yeah, and do all that. Yep. Fairy Fountain, I'm sort of I think I can get away with not doing the Fairy Fountain this time. We're definitely going to do another live stream in the not-too-distant future, and I want to save some cool stuff there. Sort of going on the thought process that everyone's experience here could be their first time. Save a few things that are kind of cool, like that, to stick in the back pocket. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen a lot of other peeps hop in. Had a couple of IRL people who I thought were going to potentially make it, but again, it is unfortunately a Sunday, which makes it a work night for a bunch of people. Oh, you're right. I didn't need to do this. There's one right in... Oh, well, whatever. Huh, missed that completely. Oh, well. Let's go to this, because I want to use that. Yep, great. And nothing else is going to bother me here. That is true. I could have just gone to one in the village. That's something I should probably remember. I feel like I do this every time, though. Like, for the longest time, I wasn't even aware that that was a thing, and it just became muscle memory to go back here. Free trousers and chest. Is that like the DLC chest thing? And where approximately is it? So I know there was supposed to be something with like the DLC where I threw some extra starting chests in. Is it in here? Nope. And this is where I say it's not a blind Let's Play, but it's, you know, pretty close. I mean, I've played this, but it's been a while. And I'm definitely not a pro. I've definitely not done any brushing up to get to this point. It's not the DLC one? So I thought there was like a DLC. There's some DLC stuff they added, but it's fine. I'm definitely going heart container. I feel like I can still make it by making some more stamina buffs. Okay, we're gonna grab this. 5 hearts. 2 hours and 30 minutes in, 5 hearts. I'm gonna go finish this infuriating quest line. Luckily, we have a travel spot. Yeah, 8 hearts. Was it 8 hearts? Grab the sword and then stamina. The ultra disappointing master sword that you use to cut down all the freaking trees. Gotta take a picture of this tool with the camera. Yep. Now will you leave me alone, you vain freaking person? There has probably never been a character I've wanted to stab quite as thoroughly as this character. I think we've done it. I think we might be at the point where we can actually accomplish something. I will say, I appreciate everybody who is here for sticking with it. You know, we had some technical difficulties early on where I was super noobing it up. But I think we've pulled it together pretty well here, and you're actually seeing the actual game rather than my bingo card overlaid over what you're doing. So, I feel like we've gotten this down. I feel like we've made some really great progress today. One thing I love about this game is, like, they did not, you know, everyone's fighting with swords, everyone's fighting with shields, everyone's fighting with bows and arrows and hammers and such. But they have cameras, they have tablets, you know, they got themselves a version of iPad. Alright, perfect. They got themselves versions of an iPad. The game does not make any bones about, basically being like, yeah, no, we don't need to explain to you why this is the case. Alright, I think we're actually in a good position now to do the memory finally. 2 hours and 40 minutes in, I think we're going to get our memory. It's going to be great. And by that I mean it's not going to be a great payoff at all, and we're all going to be disappointed. I'm thinking that before the next... That's great. Ah, you piece of crap. I've been playing around with what do you call it? Discord. I'm thinking that before the next Let's Play, I'll throw together a Discord because I think this could be more fun with me not being the only one talking to myself right now. I got my wife went to bed literally hours ago now, and my kid's right behind her. So I'm just basically sitting in my house talking to myself, and I really feel like I should have gotten my Discord running by now so that I could have passed out that link here. Even then, I might still be sitting there by myself, but at least then I will not feel nearly as guilty about talking to myself. I have a 6-year-old and I have a, oh, there we go. I have a 2-year-old. I am an older than, I'm going to say older than average gamer. Not quite, you know, Gray Still Plays territory. But I am no longer a youngling. I officially passed my mid-20s mark, and my next mark here is the big 3-0.
From here, we'll make our way to Goron City.
I'm also
Then,
out on her
we'll
voice.
need some adjustments on that divine beast, so Daruk can manage it as easily as possible. He's figured out how to get it to move. However, it's apparent that we still have much more to learn. But to think that divine beast was actually built by people. That means we should be able to understand how it works and how to use it to our advantage. These divine beasts, so much we don't know. But if we want to turn back Calamity Ganon, they're our best hope.
Oh, I'm in my, I'm now 29 as of today, so.
How proficient are you right now wielding that sword on your back?
But
Legend says that an ancient voice
yeah,
resonates
when
in
you're,
spirit. Can you hear it yet?
hero? Yeah, when you're going and sort of going to, you know, the local GameStop and checking out games, and everyone you're talking to is like 18 screaming at you while you're not playing Fortnite, you realize that, you're officially part of the declining piece of that demo. Alright, there's our first memory. That's pretty cool. I am just attempting to find where the best place for me to go get my next box of... Where to... Oh. Where my next box for bingo shall come from. Oh, okay. Perfect. Alright, that'll give me a good place to go. So, what the champion tunic? That's how do I do champion? Is that the one I go back to talk to her now that I have the one memory and it's like she gives it to me? I'm gonna be really honest. My first go around, I literally went through the overwhelming majority of the game without knowing that this was a thing. I also dig the blue, I gotta say. Yeah, this is one where I go back, yeah, okay. I dig the blue. Man, I know that when it came out, some people weren't exactly thrilled that it was not the traditional, but Man, I dig the alternative color schemes on the armor. It just makes for such an impressive visual. Hey Impa, give me free stuff. Yep. Man, I love that blue. Ah, that's such a cool blue. How much is it to open the fairy fountain the first time? I guess it doesn't really matter. I have just cash for days at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't really even matter. As soon as I said that, I'm like, why do I care at this point? I got a pretty decent stack of cash for the early game. Yeah, whatever. Alright, we're going to get all the noob fairies in the world, because I am indeed a noob. And these things are worth their weight in gold. Yeah, listen to my story. Yeah. Of all the things that they could have changed from Ocarina of Time and a few other places, the look of the Great Fairies probably could have used like a refresh. Yep, enhanced clothing, bring them materials. For those of you who have not played, basically I'm going to trade materials to this person to attempt to get upgrades. Silent Princess. I think there's some Silent Princess around here. If not, at least this is opened. But I feel like there's some Silent Princess in the area. Yep. Meat. Yeah, we'll see if we can find the 3 Silent Princess and just upgrade the armor really quick. But I'm also going to run through and grab anything and everything at this point, because from here on out it's grab and go. We're gonna try and charge the rest of this bingo card. At almost 3 hours in, we have put together a very healthy stream at this point. Alright, I thought there was more Silent Princess around here, but that's fine. Just having 11 armor at this point is going to get me in good shape for now. Is it the best way to go? No. If I wasn't on stream and I had all the time in the world, would I go find more Silent Princess? Absolutely. But I am not going to sit here and make everyone watch me farm Silent Princess. Alright, next off is back to bingo. We've made a lot of freaking progress, but we got 4 shields now. We cleared a shrine, we got a free square. I need whiz robes and then to head up north. And actually we'll have spanned a lot of the map for us really quick, which I think will be pretty cool. Yeah, let me go AFK for like 2 seconds and see if I can find one really quick. Alright, I'm gonna keep playing while I attempt to futz around through the desk drawers as we go and see if I can find them. Unfortunately, having cleaned up for some recent family events, I'm not exactly sure where I placed them, which is unfortunate. But yeah, if you Google like NTAG 216 Amiibo, blah blah blah, whatever, you'll definitely find one. They're for sure neat, and they're done very well. People do a very good job. Now again, I don't know what the legality surrounding them is, so I can't speak to that. But they are definitely cool. Alright. Is he gonna let me open this chest again for no reason? Cool. Alright, so I am still efforting as we run through to look around. I basically turned out my desk to look through. Oh, the herbs, it's so good. Oh, did you see that? That was... I am proud of myself for that one. That was not nearly embarrassing. So again, I apologize for the slight silence and the one-handed steering of this horse, who doesn't want to go in the direction I want him to. But I am attempting to locate any one of these guys. And someone texted me, "Happy birthday, Fluffy Pants." And I just don't know who you are. That's not necessary, man. I will tell you, making these videos, I am much more cognizant about the amount of freaking noise I make when I'm doing things like this. I am just taking a look at a shrine that has the whiz robes I want to farm for bingo. I am being a strict... I'm adhering strictly to my bingo rules. Alright, southwest of the Rhoda O Shrine, near a big tree. Oh, this interactive map is hurting my soul right now. Oh, it's so bad. Alright. It's gonna be this way. So again, apologies for the one-handed gameplay. Still attempting to dig this thing out. Okay. Oh, I don't think... Hold on, I think I actually could do... options... Don't use amiibo. There we go. Alright, so apparently my knockoff controller does not allow me to do that. So give me 2 seconds. Watch this. Yep, I get it. You can't use amiibo. I'll have to see if there's an update for that, because I'm pretty sure they can use amiibo. Alright, this should be the Zelda amiibo card. Yep. So this is the Zelda Breath of the Wild amiibo card that I found, which is one I don't use very often, which I think why I was able to find it, because it's not with my other ones. This is the one with the, I believe, the bow, potentially. Knight shield. Alright, so it had a knight shield in it. That's not a bad pull. So yeah, it's that simple. They work just like a regular, amiibo. So let me switch back over to my Pro controller. Or my, I guess not Pro controller, but Pro style controller. There we go. Yeah, so that's it. Yeah. It won't let me call this one. Yeah, so there you go. I'm able to actually use the amiibos there. Chris, not sure if you're still there. Just saw someone drop. If they tune back in, have a good night. Thank you for joining us. Back down to one person. But yeah, we are able to do the amiibos, so that's cool. We are attempting to find a place to farm whiz robes really quick to fulfill our bingo obligations. We are now basically 3 hours into this live stream, so we have made some progress. So that's that shrine. What's that place? I believe there should be some whiz robes down here. There we go. Alright, so 1, we're going to switch over to a better weapon. 2, we're going to eat something really quick. Alright, fire rod. That is one we will throw a club out for, because it's always nice to have a fire rod around. And what I'm thinking is we jump back on the horse, we go back to the shrine, we've killed 1 Wizrobe, and we start on our way to get Bingo. Got 3 hours. You know, sincere thank you to anyone who actually tunes into this after the fact. I hope that you have a good time watching it. It's been a little dull, but if you are a new player, this can be used sort of as, I guess, a how to get through the first part of the game relatively quickly. And what did we learn? We definitely learned to tame the horse as much as humanly can. Just saw someone pop back on. Not sure if that's you, Chris, or if that's someone else. If Chris, welcome back. If someone else, then welcome to the stream. Hope you drop a comment below. Say hello. We're 3 hours in to our bingo run. We sort of digressed off bingo to do some main story stuff, but now we're doubling back to do some bingo. So by bingo, what I mean to anyone else listening is that we have a bingo card that we've assembled. That apparently I've been the bingo card for a little bit. Again, apologies for that. Still getting used to OBS in terms of using the console. We have a set of bingo objectives that we're attempting to fulfill. We've gotten shields, we've cleared the shrine in the central area, we have killed a Wizrobe. We're going to head up to the north, and we're going to kill more Wizrobes along the way, and clear a shrine out, and then we will have bingo for the night. We have played 3 hours, we've done the first main line of quest, we've repaired the Sheikah Slate, we've done a memory, so we have done a lot of things that weren't necessarily on our card, that I think were time well spent. I also dug out an amiibo, and we used that to get a nice shield. The Breath of the Wild Zelda amiibo gave us a nice shield. We'll be using that, I'm sure, along the way. Alright, what is this nonsense? Can I hit one of these guys with a bomb? Okay. Alright, this is one of these. You gotta get the ball into the cup ones. We can do this. We've already done one of these. So yeah, if you're just joining us tonight, thank you for joining. Appreciate it. This is the first live stream that we've done, so we are experiencing a handful of technical difficulties along the way, but I feel like we're working through them pretty well. And this is the first time I've played Breath of the Wild on the channel. Oh, no, get back here. Come on, get back here. Can I like magnesis this guy? Of course I can't. This can be annoying. Yes, it's the first time we've played on the channel. I am not very good at this, so if you're just joining, get ready for that. Throw it from the side, I think. This isn't a blind Let's Play I have played before. However, and it's worth noting, I have not played in a while, and I have forgotten most of the items within the game, so we are basically playing blind. Chris, who was joining us earlier, was a tremendous help. I'm not sure if he's still there. Alright, so what we're gonna do is get the guy from here now, I think. And hey, yeah, if you are just joining us, definitely jump on in, leave a comment, say hello. I want this to be super interactive if at all possible. I love to hear from you guys. Nope. I'm like 1 centimeter off from making this work. I know it's something like this. Alright. And guys, it definitely, if you see something I'm doing that's just stupid, or there's an easy solution, also for sure jump in. Because like I said, I am just trying to find my way in the world here. There we go. That was much better. I'm not going to get that chest, even though it's right there, because I can't be troubled. Alright, and selfishly, the reason we're doing this is next to a stable Wizrobe spawn. So we are absolutely going to farm this place to get some Wizrobes over time. As the conditions we have left to get bingo are Wizrobes and Shrine in the North West region. What do we got going on? Well, looking through, it looks like it's died back down. We have 6 subs. 6 subs. Good lord. Thanks everyone for subbing. I really appreciate that. And by like really appreciate that, I can't actually put into words how much I appreciate that. I'll definitely post a thank you video, likely in the splash page, just to really let everyone know how much I really do appreciate everyone's patronage, because the entire reason that I'm doing this is to bring content. You know, I've absorbed so much content over time between some of my favorite YouTubers that I sort of felt like it was sane, rational, and reasonable to give a little bit back by making my own content. And to go from, like, basically no subs to, like, a handful of subs now is really tremendous. I really appreciate that. I know there's some folks who probably have, 100,000 subs who are, like, listening, who are like, 6 subs? What are you excited about? Well, 6 is greater than 0, man. I don't know what else to say. Alright, we had an unfortunate accident earlier on a bridge with a horse, so as the horse wants to veer into the Cavern of Death, we're not gonna let him drag us with him. I accidentally drove my horse into a river, which was unfortunate. So, if I'm reading this correctly as one viewer, which is likely myself at this point, which makes sense, it is 11 o'clock on a Sunday. If you are a student, you likely have class in the morning. If you are a member of the unfortunately employed, like myself, you likely have work in a few hours, and you're just wondering why should I be up with this guy? I ask myself that question too. Why am I up with me? Oh, looks like someone else just popped in. Man, I love YouTube analytics. welcome to whoever just joined. If it's Chris rejoining or another person who previously dropped, welcome back. If it's someone new, welcome to Breath of the Wild Bingo. We are attempting to round out our bingo card for the night by getting some whiz robes, knocking them off, and getting one more shrine. So to do this bingo, we've selected a handful of items. I actually made a spreadsheet that randomizes a bingo card for us to play, and we are playing the end column of our bingo card. And someone in chat, please yell if I leave this up by accident. OBS is unforgiving in that respect. We're in the Blizz robes in the Hebra region, which, to the best of my knowledge, if I'm reading the map correctly, is to the north. Yeah, I know, with memory back on the thing. I'll get it later. It's fine. I'm gonna add get memories to the bingo cards. So that next time we play, that's actually an aspect of it. I'm gonna make sure there's at least one get memory on the bingo card at all times. I could talk to that guy too, but I'm in straight up bingo card mode at this point, man. And hey, I thought you dropped there for a sec, so welcome back. Yeah, and the monument back there. Just again, it's getting late, and unfortunately for myself, I have an early day of work tomorrow that I sort of gotta work around. So now I'm going into full bingo card blitz mode. Bingo card or bust. We'll go back and get the stuff. I mean, like I said, this is not going to be the last Let's Play by any stretch of imagination. So, we'll come back to this anytime. Welcome to whomever just joined. I just saw another click on my computer. We're doing Breath of the Wild. We're doing a bingo card. Things I have left on my bingo card to do for tonight are killing some whiz robes and heading to the northwest corner and clearing at least one shrine. Comment down if you want to join the convo. Chris and I have been going back and forth all night, so we'd love to have some other folks jump in too. Alright, the Hebra region is this area up here, right? I think it is. We're gonna head in that direction. I'm pretty sure that's where I want to go. At 3 hours and 12 minutes, my brain has officially hit the wall. That's one thing I never thought about when I started to record content. Literally, to say I never thought of it is probably even an understatement. I never realized how taxing this actually is. Like, I always just assumed it was like, you know, random YouTuber jumps on and records 6 hours of content, no big deal. But between the recording, just having something to say most of the time, and the actual splicing together of footage, it is incredibly taxing. From a time and just a mental bandwidth standpoint. In Right, Wrong, or Indifferent, I like to believe that I am a pretty clever person, with a lot of interesting things to say. But I'll tell you, man, you realize how uninteresting you are when you do YouTube. Like, Chris, it appears that you have a really good grasp of this game. So, like, yeah, when you're doing this game, it'd probably be, like, great. But, when you're outside your comfort range, like, this is somewhat outside my comfort range. You want to talk about Super Nintendo games, I could go for hours. When it comes to newer games, much less skilled. Oh, I remember this area. This area makes me sad. Do I even need to be in this area, honestly? Alright, we're gonna try and run it. I'm in straight up YOLO mode at this point. Like, you only live once, man. I'm going for this. I'm gonna go try and outrun these guardian things. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, horse on fire. Horse on fire. Look at that, we just ran it. I know no one else is going to be impressed by that, but I am impressed enough for the whole lot of us about that. Alright. So we are still running. We've done a lot of stuff today. I'm thinking that when we're done here, what I'm gonna do is leave this raw leave this raw thing up. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna add time caps to everything. That way, if someone wants to watch this in the future, they won't necessarily have to watch through all these parts. Because right now, I'm honestly just maneuvering through the map. This is boring as anything. And I'll be the first one to readily admit that. So that's what I think we're gonna do. I'm also thinking that, I'm also thinking that the next shrine I find is absolutely close enough. Like the old adage, good enough for government work is going to come into play here. It's gotten quiet. Not sure, Chris, if you're still with us or if anyone else is with us. If you are, welcome. Breath of the Wild bingo. Going to a cold climate, so unfortunately we had to put our scrub armor back on, which is not great. Are we still cold even with the scrub armor? We are. Huh. Fascinating. Do I have a... Alright, that'll keep us good for 10 minutes. We gotta find a shrine in GTFO. So I'm going to open up my handy dandy map. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, we're gonna climb this mountain. When it comes to this area... Oh! That's a good sign. We only need one shrine in this area. But I can definitely see some aspects of this game that I would like to change. Not the game itself, but my bingo structure. I'm hoping there's one up this freaking mountain. That'd be great. No? Of course there's not gonna be up this freaking mountain. Alright, well, we know there's one right here. We're gonna go for the... We're gonna go for the evil we know versus the evil we don't. We're gonna head up to the city here, whose name I cannot remember. The bird people? Bird person! And we're going to, we're gonna get that. God, I severely underestimated the amount of time that this live stream would go for. Which is fine. I'm glad to be doing it, don't get me wrong. But next time I have to do a lot. A much healthier dose of time and perhaps not do it on a Sunday. Because to say that this is my own personal brand of hell right now is an understatement. So if anybody else has joined us out there in the world, welcome. Please definitely drop a comment below. Let me know you're here. I want to hear from you. If not, you know, hey, I'm gonna still do it anyways. The Moblin. Nope. We're gonna skitter around the outside here. I'm not looking for a fight at this point. Yeah, some aspects of this I definitely got wrong. One of which is the count of enemies. The count of enemies has to be relative to the enemy type. That was a miss on my part. For instance, if I pull Wizrobes, the count of enemy kills on Wizrobes cannot be... It cannot be, like, 5. It couldn't be 5 Guardians, it can't be 5 Wizrobes. It just takes too long. So I'll take this structure back to the drawing board tomorrow and think about it. I'm almost wondering if it's one of those things where we build the bird people, we build the bingo card as we build up people watching. I'm almost wondering if every unique person who tunes in gets to pick one, and we just have like a general base of like, these are the 5 things that we're likely to do. feels like a generally better plan. This is just dragged. I mean, I'm not many a true nerd. I shouldn't be doing 4-hour. This is so cool. This is one thing I think the game absolutely got right, is that the Guardians feel, the Divine Beasts feel like they are truly something to behold. They feel like an event. So if you're gonna go and do away with like the standard dungeon crawl, this is how you properly implement something to replace it. And once we get this dungeon, we'll go try and kill some wizrobes. We'll give it a few minutes. If we can't find enough wizrobes to fulfill the obligation, then we are going to likely 86 that. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's so expensive. I didn't even realize the cold resistance was that expensive. Alright, we are going to do this shrine real quick. This will fulfill our obligation for the shrine. We have gotten enough shields. We have cleared another shrine to fulfill our bingo obligations. First end done, second end done, third is free square. We are going to need to kill some wizrobes, and then I will feel okay about what we've done. And again, as always, chat, please jump in and scream at me if I leave that stupid bingo card up. That is a thing that I will accidentally do. Alright, so it looks like around 11 and change on a Sunday. What? Oh, this is the flight thing. Is definitely when views tick off. That's okay. Alright, so I think the trick here is to get every one of these guys glowing. So we gotta figure out who's redundant. This guy's definitely getting this done like a boss. What happens if I do this? That did it. Sweet. Alright guys, that is our shrine done. So this is actually, I mean, yes, it definitely took a lot longer than normal. And I definitely feel like the viewer requested stuff, which I totally support 100%, should have gone on the card. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do next time. But in the spirit of getting this done, we're going to go and try and farm some blizzrobes really quick. Or wizrobes really quick. Alright, that fulfills our obligation, gives us a warp point. We're going to head back down to this shrine right here, where we can potentially farm a Wizrobe. And then I think I know another place where I could potentially farm some. I'm going to attempt to complete this in the spirit of completing it, but I'm going to be really honest. 3 hours and 30 minutes in, I'm sort of at my end, so we'll give it a shot. So again, I'll say it at the end of the episode, but I definitely want to say it now. Thanks everyone who has watched so far. Thanks everyone who might be out there right now watching. I don't believe there is much going on right now, but I tremendously appreciate everyone who has joined us today. And I can't say enough how much it means that people are taking a few moments out of their day, and people did sub, which is great. I'm really, really happy that, you know, some folks subbed in. It'll be a lot more interesting with more folks joining in over time. And we definitely did learn today that this format could be fun, but definitely is going to require... It definitely is going to require a couple of modifications to make it more usable. Alright. I think there's one off the cliff over here that we can get. In the interest of doing this, I'd like to at least get 2. But yeah. I will say that I believe this is a lot more interesting when someone is on with us. And as usual, I don't necessarily expect anyone to watch this whole thing. So, I'm sure someone will at some point. If you're anything like me, you might listen to it at work or whatnot in the background. In which case, I hope that this is somewhat interesting for you. Though I readily admit that I'm sure that there's better content out there. But hey, if you're enjoying it, man, I don't want to dissuade you one way or another. Rock on. As always, though, if you think we could do something better, I really want to hear about that also, because I'm completely open to, at this stage of the game, listening to anybody's feedback or thoughts. There we go. I think there might be one up this hill. I know this is difficult to believe, but there are very few guides of insane guy plays Breath of the Wild on YouTube, hunting Wizrobes guides. Alright, so no Wizrobe here, but we will pick up some screws and such. These will help out later on quite a bit. Now, ordinarily, I'd go and I'd clear that, but right now, at this stage of the game, I am literally just trying to show some good faith attempts to get some Wizrobes for this card, and that doesn't seem to be coming together very quickly. Might as well grab this guy while I'm here. I literally just want to find one Wizrobe so that I can say to you guys that I have made every attempt to make this happen. Just one. Yep. That's so terrible. Alright, what do I got? What do I got that's not going to electrocute me? Spear. Alright, and mushroom skewer for the win. Alright, man. Well, we definitely didn't get 5. But I'm going to take the fact that we did so many other little request things along the way as credit for that. So, I think that's it. I think that's our bingo for tonight. So, as I end all of my videos, I always like to thank everybody for watching, because I know you have so many options when it comes to entertainment. There were many, many, many people popping in and out I saw over the course of the stream. And, hey, that's great, and I'm super happy about that. The total view time for this was 5 hours of people actually watching me mumble, essentially. And according to this, there have been 14 playbacks. I'm not sure if that's unique playbacks. I'm not sure if that's viewers. I'm not sure what that is. But you know what? That's great, and I think this is awesome. I think we're going to do this again, and we're going to do it again pretty soon. So, hey, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the people who subbed into the channel. That's great. Hit us up on Facebook at Games Done Slow and Bad. Hit us up on Twitter, Games Done Slow. Games_done_slow, that is. And as I knock this guy out, I want to just let you know how much I appreciate. He ain't bothering me, I guess. How much I appreciate everybody, and thank you all for joining me tonight. And I want you to have a great night and a great week. Goodbye. Good night.